Hello my beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Zotaku. I hope you're happy. I hope you're healthy. I hope your day is going great. I hope your life is going in the direction that you want, and if not, I wish you happiness, I wish you peace, and I wish you prosperity. You can just feel it through the camera going forward. So today I want to talk about another show on Netflix. This one's going to be an anime, and it's by this man named LeSean Thomas, who is coming from the South Bronx of NYC. The show that he made is called Canon Busters, and y'all, let me tell you, this show is it puts you on a wild ride. It's very interesting. There's pros and cons to it, but I will break that all down in this video, right? So the show came out in August of 2019. I didn't find out about it until around October of 2019. It has 12 episodes. It's on Netflix, and I'm hoping that this is just the first season and that there's going to be more. Reasons as to why I want more, I will explain later. But let's see, what is the story about? This story, how do I describe it? I would say it's kind of like a mix of space western and comedy, and it's a little bit quirky, has some video game elements. It's an amalgamation of a lot of different things. It's almost reminiscent to Space Dandy or Cowboy Bebop, so if you are a fan of those two shows, maybe this one is for you. I just like this one because the characters are black. Yeah, the characters are black, so that's why I like this one. And some of those characters are, the main character is Sam, so it stands for Special Associate Model. Yeah, Special Associate Model Sam. I think she's really, really cute. She is what I would call the definition of just happy. Like, she's just happy. She's very much happy-go-lucky. She's very ditzy. She's, how do I say? She just wants everyone to be her friend. And she's on a mission to find her best friend, Prince Kelby. She comes from this kingdom named Boudica that was under war, under siege. Do I know why they're under war? Not entirely in the first episode, but they kind of delve into it later on. But Sam is trying to find Prince Kelby because she got separated from him and the rest of her people in the raid. Now, she has a little travel companion that she met along the way named Casey Turnbuckle, I think her name is, and she is a little engineer bot, and Casey is the most cute little character in the world. She is very good with her hands, she's very good with machinery and technical things, and she just gets so excited to just find a new machine and tinker around with it and figure it out and just play with all things machines. Now, Casey and Sam, they are going through all of these towns, and they're looking for this guy named Philly the Kid. Now, Philly is much more rough and tough, I would say. He's rough and tough, he's kind of angry, he's kind of just selfish, I would say, and he's a fugitive of the law. He's pissed off a lot of people in his life, and he's kind of just goes with the flow and does whatever he can to make sure that he survives. They're looking for him because they believe that Philly could help them find Prince Kelby in this place called Gara's Keep. Now, the thing about Philly that you find out in the first episode is, maybe this is going to spoiler territory, but you'll find out in the first episode. Philly is immortal, where he doesn't die. In fact, every time that someone does try to kill him, he comes back to life immediately, almost immediately. And what's cool about it is that a new tattoo, he has a bunch of tattoos on his arm that are a bunch of numbers, and each tattoo represents the amount of times that he's come back to life. So when we first meet him, I think he's had like 22 or 23 lives at this point, which is kind of cool. The only thing we don't know is why is he immortal, because as far as we know that he was a human, but he just all of a sudden has this curse or this power or this gift or whatever you want to call it, where he just keeps coming back to life. What I really like about this show is the setting is very colorful. I like how they blend in all the western and the sci-fi elements together quite nicely. The first season, you can tell, is mainly about world building. They go into some of the backstory of each character pretty well. Like, we understand Casey's character, we understand why Sam is on her way to find Prince Kelby. To be quite honest, when we do find Prince Kelby, I don't really care for his character. I don't really understand what makes Prince Kelby so likable, but she's looking for him. He's the heir to Boudica. They're just all trying to help her get to Gara's Keep to find him. Philly didn't want to go, but he kind of just wound up roped into the situation with Casey and Sam. Other things I really like about it is the theme song. The theme song is hella dope. Like, I watch the theme song every single episode. What I really like is that you can tell that the person who wrote the song is very in touch with their Black roots. It's kind of almost upbeat, like gospel. It has like a bit of a gospel element where you can hear like the choir in the background. You can hear like the clapping in tune. So you can tell that it has some roots in Blackness and Black musical elements and all that stuff, which I think is really, really nice. The things that what I also like is the villains. You find a new villain each episode, and it's kind of creative how the show goes about exploring these villains in terms of the whole space western theme. Things that I personally had gripes with the show would have to be the pacing, because when you get to like episode like 5 or 6, you start wondering like, hey, what is the overall arching plot of the show? It does a great job with world building, but in terms of getting a cohesive plot, I feel like that's where it could have improved. For instance, the villain. We know that there is a villain that attacked Vodka. We know that there is a villain that is looking for Sam, and why they're looking for Sam, I will let you find out, because you'll find out what's cool about Sam. But what I don't enjoy is the villain's goals aren't fleshed out properly, I feel. And what I also don't like is why everyone wants to find Prince Kelby so badly. I think the prince is kind of obnoxious. He kind of seems more like a spoiled brat, so this prince wasn't my favorite character. The villain, the overall big villain, like at the climax, I don't think his goals was fleshed out well enough. But maybe if they do get a second season, which I do hope, because Netflix be playing some games where they be having great shows and they be cutting it off at the first season. The Get Down. Oh, sorry. I don't know what that happened. But hopefully in the second season they do go into more about the villain and a little bit more as to why the villain is doing what he ever is doing. Oh, another thing that I think that they pressed upon enough was Philly's backstory in terms of how he got these powers. In like episodes, I think 6 or 7, we do see a bit of a flashback to Philly as a kid, and Philly's running from something, and I think his family's in danger, but we don't know what happened to his family. We don't know why he's on his own traveling throughout all of these like space towns, and we don't know especially why he got these powers. So I think that's something that really would have helped me gravitate more to Philly in the show if we knew how he got his powers and why he was on the road in the first place. Sam and Casey was fleshed out perfectly fine. For Sam's character, I think she's great. I think she's a really great representation of a cute Black girl that's just happy, and her Blackness isn't the main story. She's not angry, she's not ratchet, she's not over sexualized, she's just happy and wants everyone to be her friend. Maybe her naivety can get a little bit not daunting, but more so overdone, but I think still Casey can be relatable to a lot of different viewers, and I think that's something that's powerful. I think Sam's story and Sam's character is powerful, and people can find a lot of relation to her. Casey is adorable, and I want to find a stuffed Casey. Like, if I go to a convention one of these days and I find like a little stuffed Casey doll, if those even exist, I'm grabbing her up real quick, because Casey he's just so cute. I just want to cuddle her. Philly got some anger issues, but he ain't gonna worry about that, and that's okay. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Hopefully I can see y'all really soon, and if you do like the show, please tell me about it. Talk about it in the comments. Please like, click, subscribe, do all that, pretty much everything, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.